Good morning, everyone. Another glorious paddle. Today, sun is shining, sea is clear. It's a good day to be alive. Today's video is something that I come across a lot with my clients, and I think is probably one of the most important things you need to set up before you start any kind of journey, mental health, physical health, is asking yourself, what is the potential you have to do well and to do badly? Because the infinite scope goes either way. You can do infinitely well in something or infinitely badly, and the potential is there to do both. And that is what absolutely, abjectly terrifies us, is because we are terrified of the failure and we're terrified of the success. I have been so scared of the potential of my business doing well and just it running away from me, not having any idea what to do with it when this happens. And the trouble is, when you enter that mindset, you stall so hard, and then you're just sat there hating the situation you're in and blaming XYZ, when actually the problem was it's the potential of how well or how badly you could do that set you up in a situation in the first place. And this is what we aim to fix in the beginning of working with me, is all these little things like yesterday's video on, knowing what a spoon is first before I ask you to set the table. You can't progress unless you have all the pieces together, and you know how good or bad it could go. Because once we know how bad it could go, once we've set that into motion and we know exactly where you could go with everything, then we know how to reverse it for good or bad. We have a starting point. We have a point where we can go, right, this seems to be going in the wrong direction. We need to claw it back. And until you have that set up, until you have that ready, it's just a terrifying process from start to finish. And you will find every single reason to get out of it. And that's probably why you've not managed to succeed on things. And the difference is that you've done the little bits before. We need to pick those bits out of your potential, manifest them into something a bit more constructive, and use them, because you're not as bad as you think. The potential is so much better than you think it could be. But at the same time, you have to acknowledge how bad it can be, because once you know how bad it can be, you can see if it's going that way. And together we'll get that done. So if you are wondering why you've not managed things before, or why people around you may not have managed things before, just think about the potential and the effects of it going really well versus the effects of it going really bad. And then you might be able to understand where that's coming from. Have a lovely day, everybody. I shall speak to you soon. Take care.